not doing it as well. One player who is feeling it, Magnus Carlsen. Radoslaw has kind of gone into a tumbler as well. Richie's been suffering, so has Radoslaw.
Yeah, he started very well in the Rapid, but the Blitz has not been going so well for him.
Now, tell me one team underway, and we're going to be following the game between Magnus and Radoslaw. And by the way, old Botvinnik idea in the English, early d4. Bishop e4 is always considered the go-to equalizer, and g2, g3. Old games of Botvinnik, I played this myself on a couple of occasions. I actually beat Loke Van Velde in an Olympiad with it as white, but I'm not a big believer in this line, Laura.
There are some games here. I see some Karyakin game. Actually, your game against Luke Van Velde from 1998 Olympiad.
There you go, yeah, right?
Yes. About 38 games played in this position. 95 is the main move, putting pressure on c4 here.
Not bishop takes c3 check, but knight e5. Okay.
Bishop c3 check is the second most popular move, but 95 played slightly more. And here, white can play queen b3, and also you can also castle, just sacrifice the c4 pawn as well. But queen b3 is the main move here.
Yep. And how would things go after queen b3?
After queen b3,
Bishop c5.
Bishop c5, yes. And normally there are a few different moves here. You can play the move knight c2, then bishop e3, or you can play the move bishop e3 immediately here as well.
After knight c2, the queen on b3 kind of looks
A
uncomfortable.
little bit,
Yeah, it looks awkward
yeah.
there.
Ideas of Botvinnik that I remember include sacrificing the pawn on c4, castles, and
What's the
bishop takes
compensation
c3.
for it?
Well, the two bishops, and oftentimes you're playing for bishop g5, and the crazy part is, okay, here we see queen b3. eyeballing that beautiful anchor square, d5, wonderful.
Interested in this
outpost.
position,
Yeah.
black can't do anything but just move the knight back and forth.
Exactly.
And I hear, I just heard that Duda is also winning his game.
Okay, keeping the pressure.
And Rapport just beat Diak.
Okay, so Richie still on that roller coaster of mixing too many wins and too many losses too. And by the way, knight f4, look at that.
It's finally there.
I didn't play bishop h3. I would have lost him. He loves developing new pieces with a tempo, and wild horses wouldn't have stopped me from playing bishop h3. Also, by the way, knight h5 is a very disruptive move. When the knight was on f4, I mean, there was a...
Too many good moves for white in this position.
Right.
And now, can I even play... Oh, a5, beautiful. Because if you take with the knight, I finally have that fork with the pawn, b4. Oh, bishop...
I was looking at bishop c5 and knight f6, but you're absolutely right. Take
Both
with the
might
knight
work.
b4. No, but...
And if you take with the pawn, then bishop c5, knight f6.
This was a massively strong move for, I think Magnus is just cementing his +2 advantage with this last move, a4, a5.
It's actually almost +4 now.
Double his
Really?
advantage.
Yeah.
Pretty tactical blow.
Yeah, the queen is really badly placed on
And
d7.
here we go.
So we're gonna
He's
have...
allowing knight f6 check at discovery, and the king is going to be vulnerable as well.
So we have... What's the material imbalance? Queen, 4, rook, and a knight.
Minor pieces, but also...
But white also has an extra pawn, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, but it's the damaged king that really stands out for me. F4, eyeballing.
Oh, the bishop on g2 is going to become a monster.
Sure is. The odds are high. Rook, knight c2, doing his best to be irritating.
Rook c1.
Also attracted to e5.
Oh, immediately
e1 takes on. I take the rook. Yeah, there he goes. e5 immediately.
Oh, he can still play rook into...
Yeah.
2-move tactics, I can do.
And I have a feeling that Magnus is feeling it. I mean, his last few moves, he just blitzed them out like this is all the ABCs of the position. And he takes h6, and that's what I was afraid of. That Black's king is going to come under threat. g4,
have some
f5, and
updates.
Magnus...
Duda has won his game and Wesley's winning his.
And Magnus is winning his.
And he just did.
And he just did.
So let's quickly jump to Wesley's game. That's the only